Alright, what's up guys? Bringing you another RU session with the team I kind of just threw together. It's not really tested, but I wanted to bring you guys two sessions this week. So we're going to do that now. We're going to kind of just jump on a name I've already leveled in the previous session and go on into it. We got a Flareon, a Guts Flareon. We got a Tornadus Choice Specs. We have Choice Scarf Raikou, Assault Vest Tangrowth, standard physically bulky Seismitoad, and a physically defensive Hitmontop. And the idea of the team is to basically come in with Flareon or come in with Tornadus and kill everything. Because Tornadus really shouldn't be RU. Flareon gets Flare Blitz this gen, finally. With Guts, Flare Blitz, and Facade, it's just gonna wreck everything that's not a fighting type. But it also gets superpower, not a fighting type, rock type, but it also gets superpower for those, so not that big of a deal. Let's just jump on into it, though. I think I'm leveled to about 1300, more or less. Is this webcam straight? I don't know. I assume it is. This looks like a baton passing Ninjask team. How am I going to handle that? He's probably going to go into Chatot and then hacks me. What Thunderous are you? Yep. Really the only thing he can do is... I don't even know. I don't have Haze, though, or anything like that. Yep, I don't know why it's RU. But it's pretty broken. I'm gonna lead with it. He leads off with Ninjask, of course. I'm thinking about just spamming Air Slash because nothing's gonna really appreciate it. Oh, this is a banded Ninjask. Interesting. That is something different. Don't know if it's good different, but it's different. Okay. So... I'm not really worried if I get scalded or anything like that. But the main thing I want to do, because the only defogger I see is well, no, he can have Golbat defogger too. Tangrowth won't care about a Toxic, that's for sure. I'm gonna go into Seismitoad though. What's he gonna do? Go out in a Skuntank. That's fine by me, man. I can Earthquake your ass if I need to. But I'm not. I'm gonna Stealth Rock. If he's a brave man, he will taunt, but it's a little risky. A little risky. I need to start carrying like knockoff just on Seismitoad so I can take care of this thing. But you know what? I don't have Defiance. But what I do have are a particular set of skills. He's just gonna Super Fang me. Shit, my Tornadus isn't doing shit this game. Of course. I'm gonna Hurricane it. It lives with a... Oh wow, that's definitely specially defensive. But I get a crit on it, which is pretty crazy. What's he gonna go out into? Skuntank, and I miss. It's to be expected. It's freaking Hurricane. It's terrible. We can just go back out in a Seismitoad, though. I don't see anything that wants to set up rocks on his team except Druddigon, so he's gonna pursue me. Well, he played around Tornadus, the overpowered, super overpowered threat, really well. If I get rocks up again, though, Golbat's dead. So I'm gonna do this. I really want to go... I really want to Scald. Wow, he goes into Ninjask. I have to predict correctly here. And I probably didn't already. Or he probably didn't. I should have went for rocks, but he had other plans. He's gonna go into Golbat now. Son of a bitch, man. Well, He's probably going to want to roost, right? That's what I would guess. There we go. Good shit. But it somehow is able to take that. It's crazy. I'm going to Scald this turn. Try to get a burn on him so that way he can't do that shit anymore. But I don't think I've gotten a Scald burn since like 1965. So that's a thing I got to look out for. Can we get a burn, please? That'd be nice. Just any kind of burn, man. He's going to defog now. That's fine, though. Get a burn. I'm just going to start running Surf. He's going to Super Fang again. He's going to eventually wear me down, so it doesn't matter. And I'm not going to get a burn. There we go, finally. Is it going to kill? Of course not. Well, you know what? He has to roost or he dies, so I'm going to set up rocks again. Because he may just try to go for a last-ditch defog or something. Yeah, okay. It's fine by me, because now he can't do shit. Can't see him going for a flying move. Probably a U-turn. I'm going to Hitmontop. Or an X Scissor, that works too. Okay. He's probably going to go out into... I don't know. He's got a lot of fodder, actually. I'm going to stay in and go for a Toxic. He may actually have 2 Defoggers in Skuntank as well, just in case. Because he's got 3 flying types. So I really want to go for a close combat. He's going to Drudagon. Alright. Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet. I love that combo. And by love, I mean fuck off. So, we could get a Toxic on this thing. I'm going to need this thing for Rapid Spin so Flareon doesn't get fucked up, though. So what can I do? I'm going to set up a Toxic on him. He's just going to glare. That's fine. Now he's probably going to Rocks, I would say. Am I right? The thing about Flareon here is as soon as Skuntank is weakened, I'm pretty sure actually, I think I might just be able to kill Skuntank. I mean, Sucker Punch is the thing, but my defense is terrible, but it's worth a shot, you know? Let's go to Tangrowth, though. Rest, Sleep Talk, Glare, Dragon Tail, perhaps? Does he not have rocks? It's a bit bizarre. I want to knock off Rocky Helmet because I'm sick of that shit hurting me. So there we go. And then I'm going to go into this since it doesn't appear he has Sleep Talk. And now I'm going to go for a Facade. And hope that kills. Does not kill. Holy balls. Dragon Tail. But pretty much anything kills at this point, I'm pretty sure. It's going to go for an EQ. There we go. Crisis averted. Flareon took like... my god, with Rough Skin and just Dragon Tail, it took 50%. Flareon, its physical defense is just terrible, you know? Now this thing's going to hacks me to death, so I might as well just give up. This song is not good luck either. We're going to skip it. Okay, I get a Scald off crit. Look at that. Hacks you back. Don't try to hex me, son! Well, I need to save this because it does have rocks, you know. Damn right I'm badass. Potato Patrol. Sucker Punch. No. I don't see an item. What item could he possibly be? I don't know. He's gonna sack Golbat. Well, that's a free switch into Seismitoad, so thank you. The switch into Hitmontop is fairly obvious. I don't see a use for Hitmontop really though at this point. He's gonna go back out in the Skuntank. I'm just gonna Earthquake. If he wants to, he's gonna Pursuit. No. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's not gonna happen. Ninjask just fucking dies. And it looks like it's GG. So I will GG. Let's just talk to just be safe. You never know. Let's go to Tangrowth. I don't want to deal with this thing all day. And let's just Giga Drain. Choice Scarf. Alright. Well, we have bested Potato Patrol. He was pretty high up on the ladder there. I guess I will move on to the next one though. Let's do it. Okay. Golbat's getting really popular in RU, it looks like. I have a feeling that is going to be the Kingler set I showcased. In which case, that's scary. Because the only thing that can really switch in on it is like maybe Hitmontop, maybe Tangrowth. I don't know. Actually, Hitmontop can't because it's got Hyper Cutter. Kingler is an underrated threat, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we'll lead off with Seismitoad. He leads off with Golbat. I really need to put Knockoff or Ice Punch or something on this thing, man. You know? But he's probably going to Super Fang me. That's what they do now. So I'm just going to go for a Stealth Rock to force him to go for a Defog next turn if he has to. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, they Super Fang or they Toxic or something, you know? Golbat's a bit of a problem. I guess anytime, though, Raikou can just come in and go for a Volt Switch and get initiative. But I'm going to go for a Stealth Rock right now. It's just, I gotta know what the hell he's gonna do first. After Raikou's out of the way, though, I think Choice Specs Tornadus just comes in and fucks shit up. Comes in and just goes whack with a Hurricane or a woof if it misses. You know, her a miss. Which I guess is okay. I mean, or this guy's just gonna stall. So I guess I'm just gonna go watch porn while I wait on him. Alright, thank you for wasting my time there, Looney Lou. It's really, really nice, you know. I'm sure the viewers appreciate it too. Click join game and then go and, like, you know, take a shit. That's what I like to see. Well, this guy is not messing around. This team looks terrifying. I think the only thing I can really... I'm gonna lead off with Raikou. He's got like 4 things that probably shouldn't even be RU. And then Pyro or Gourgeist, which are good in their own right. It's a very well-built team. Lots of good resistances and such. But I'm Scarfed, so we're just gonna go for... I can't see him staying in. Either way, though, we're going to switch out into something. Probably Hitmontop, because these things like to be banded. Or even Tangrowth just to test the waters. You know? See what he wants to do, because he can't Oko me. What item is that? What item are you? I can't tell. Can't see you staying in, though. I like to carry Focus Blast and all, you know? Knockoff would be good, but he gets an attack boost, so if he does stay in. But I can't see him staying in, so let's go for a knockoff. He does Volt Switch, so he seems to be the more support set, I guess. Wonder what his item is, though. Expert Belt? Rocky Helmet? I don't know. Probably gonna go into Pyroar, though. Pyroar's a little dangerous. I don't really have a special wall. And Seismitoad, if it does pack HP Grass, he's going to be in a little trouble. So let's go for a knockoff. Choice Specs. Alright. Glad to have that out of there. I want to go into Flareon, but I got to keep it healthy. Let's go into Seismitoad first. He is going to Fire Blast. That still does a shit ton. Let's see if he HP Grasses or switches. Can't see him staying in. The worst he could do is probably go for a Hyper Voice. So, what do we want? What do we want to do? Raikou's got decent special defense. You know? It's tough. I don't think Flareon's going to be that useful this session. So let's go into Flareon now and see if he HP Grasses. He does. So, will a Quick Attack kill? Probably not. If we're being honest. But I'm pretty sure a Hyper Voice won't kill me. I could use this thing to actually take out Sharpedo when the time comes, you know? Let's just see. I know Pyroar is kind of frail. So let's just see, just for, you know, argument's sake, if nobody runs Jolly Flareon. Come on. Nobody runs Flareon in general. Pyroar. Flame Charge. I run Quick Attack. Okay. Is my girlfriend here or something? I think I heard a door shut. Okay. So Quick Attack won't kill. So I'm going to have to go for a Facade. But Facade will hurt anything, pretty much. Except this. Which is a weird switch. So now I'm going to go for a Flare Blitz. It's going to die. But then I'm going to take, like, a shit ton of damage. Oh, Flareon. Oh, Flareon, Flareon, Flareon. I can still use this thing, though. For Quick Attack, you know? On Sharpedo. But I'm going to go into Seismitoad just to be safe. Because Seismitoad really doesn't care what Sharpedo wants to do. Neither does Hitmontop, really. Well, it does if it's going to crunch me right off the bat and not go for something else. So it looks like we're going into Hitmontop. Which is what I should have done in the first place, but I'm stupid. So attack lower. Attack lower. Probably going to go into Reuniclus now. And there's nothing I can really do about that. So I want to go into Tornadus. And just start firing off Hurricanes. You know? Let's do it. Alright. Huramiss. You can't miss. Okay? You gotta hit. You gotta hit twice in a row. Or at least once. And get a confusion. Or at least once at all. At least once this whole game. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. He probably predicts me to use knockoff as well, because these things are so these things are usually physical attackers, or they can be physical attackers too. So that's something he's got to watch out for. But little does he know, I'm just gonna drop a Specs Hurricane on his Keister. That isn't gonna kill, but I get the confusion. Nice. Thank God. I wish this move was just like 20% more accurate and didn't have a chance to confuse. That'd be better. I missed another one. Do I want to go for another one? I'm like 2 for 4. Yeah, let's do it. How did that live? Holy shit, he's Assault Vest. I should have known. Should have played it safe and went out into Hitmontop, but I'm stupid as hell. And he Volt switches. Interesting. Goes in Reuniclus, but unless he wants to go for a recover, I'm gonna make him either recover, yeah, or kill me. And I could just go for a Facade now, and whatever happens, happens. Let's do it. How does it live that? Oh, God. He's just going to recover, stall me. Flareon, what are you doing? Okay, I should have done that in the first place. It doesn't matter. It's just a wasted turn. Same outcome happens, you know. Now we're in a good spot. We're in a better spot, though. Because I'm going to Raikou. The one thing I got to worry about is his Raikou. If it has HP Grass, Seismitoad dies. If it has HP Ice, Tangrowth can't really do much. So I'm going to go into Hitmontop now. He doesn't really have a good check for Hitmontop. I can just spam close combats now. Both of his fighting type resists have died, have perished. And he knows this, so he goes out into Cobalion. One last 2 Ra, possibly? Yeah, one last 2 Ra. Good play. I'm gonna give him a Medal of Honor on that one. That was a good play. I need this thing to check Sharpedo, though. So I gotta switch if he goes into this. Yeah, he does. So we're gonna go into Seismitoad. And if he has HP Grass, then he has HP Grass. He's got Aura Sphere. That entails that he's probably choiced in some way. If he has Aura Sphere, he's Rash. But I can't get up rocks, it looks like. So Aura Sphere is gonna hurt, but you know what? That's what we have Tangrowth for. Tangrowth, I think you'd be better as a physical attacker in this tier, honestly. With like HP Ice for coverage or something. Huh. His best switch is to go into Pyroar. I don't think a Sludge Bomb is going to kill it, is the thing. But we're going to go for it anyway. Maybe we'll get a Lucky Poison. Oh, we do get a Lucky Poison. Nice. Now I just got to pick what I want to die. Which, by the looks of it, is going to be Tornadus, because it's pretty worthless at this point. But he's going to die next turn, so that's awesome. And now we go into... I want to say Tangrowth's probably the best option here. Yeah, awesome. And I think we just won, provided he doesn't have Ice Beam and he doesn't freeze me. Which is a possibility. That's definitely a rash nature, and that's definitely choiced in some way, but I'm definitely Assault Vest, so I don't really care what you want to do, unless you get a crit, which would happen, now wouldn't it? Now, just to make sure, I don't die here, I'm going to go out in my own Raikou. And I'm going to Volt Switch, which is going to kill. I can go right back out into my Tangrowth. And that's going to be GG unless he has Ice Beam and freezes me, which is possible. He crits me. Man, that I swear, like, it doesn't matter. If this was a 5th gen, though, my Tangrowth would have already been dead. So, but yeah, that was GG. George Clooney is quite the battler, I must say. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alright, if you're wondering why I'm wearing different clothes and such, it's because the ladder like went down, and it's been down for like 2 days or something, so I have to, I guess, I only got 2 matches before the ladder crashed. So at least it was down, maybe not 2 days straight, but it was down like 2 days in a row when I tried to get on. So let's try it now and hope it's not down and broken. Let's see here. It's not finding a game. Is it still down? Is it just lagging? Okay, no, it's not lagging. You might hear my dog, Bob. I just put him outside to feed him, and he's gonna scratch until he gets in, probably. So please ignore that. Please ignore that. But apparently the lag is horrendous today. When is it not horrendous? Okay. So this looks like a team that Flareon can come in and flare blitz everything. But I gotta be careful. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lead off with Raikou because he has no he has nothing that won't be able to take a Volt Switch, you know? And then it's actually kind of hard to switch into this thing, you know? I do have the Assault Vest Tangrowth, which I've actually made physical just for reasons such as this. We're going to go into it if he goes for an Ice Beam. You know, that sucks, but looking at that damage, though, I can't tell if that's Assault Vest or not. I want to say it is. Just because he took that Volt Switch really well. That's not even a 4-hit KO. He does go for the Ice Beam, but that's not even a 2-hit KO. Unless he gets Max Min, whatever. So I know Flareon could come in if he does kill me or whatever. But if Ice Beam's the best move he has to hit me with, I'm just gonna go for Power Whip, which may be a big mistake. But we're gonna go for it. He's gonna leave. Alright, while we're waiting on him to come back, I'm gonna let my dog in. Alright, so this poor guy, or girl, I think lost. Because, look at this. It's messing up terribly. I'm pretty sure Showdown was lagging like a master bastard, so... Okay. Well, another game. That got a high rating, and he probably lagged out. And that is just freaking stupid. I'd be pissed, man. That guy's like top 50, I'm pretty sure. Oh. Let's see if we can rematch this guy. If my message will even get to him, you know. Oh man, this is bad. This is bad lag. Okay. Do I want to change my leads up? Was the question. And the question is... I mean, honestly, not really. Let's just go into Tangrowth here. Well, lead off with Raikou. And then go into Tangrowth. I don't care if that's predictable. I really don't. But this guy's team looks pretty solid. Using a Mag Mortar, which is cool. We got 2 Steel types. Not sure if I agree with that, but... Same leads as last time. Wow. May just go for a Scald this time, which is actually kind of bad. But I'm just going to Volt Switch again. Come on, Tangrowth. Exact same plays. Are they going to happen? Volt Switch did even less this time. He's going to Giga Drain this turn. Get a crit. That's not good. Well, I could either knock off, which would be very helpful, or I could Power Whip. I'm going to go for the knockoff, actually. Actually, no. I'm gonna go for the Power Whip. Actually, it probably doesn't matter. I click knockoff, so. Okay, he goes into Registeel, that's fine. He could try to paralyze me. Don't know if I want that. Rocks hurt us about evenly. So I'm gonna go into Hitmontop. Maybe. Hopefully he doesn't paralyze me. He's just gonna S-Toss. Okay, well he's not gonna wanna stay in on a Hitmontop. So I'm gonna go into Raikou. Even if he tries to do T-Wave shenanigans, it's fine, you know. I really don't think he'll want to stay in though. If he does, he's brave. He doesn't. Alright, cool. Now I get some initiative. Best bet's probably switching to Ludicolo, though. For sure. Where's my dog? Oh, he's sleeping beside of me. Sorry, buddy. Go back to bed. TY, TY. Okay. I know if it's a Assault Vest Ludicolo, which I want to say it is, he's not going to be able to do much. I want to check and see if he's the variant I think he is. Don't type in Assault Vest Ludicolo. Type in Ludicolo. Type in, let's see. The Volt Switch just did 20-some%. So, and we're going to assume that he's running max HP against a Raikou, however you want to say it. Rash for lefties, that's fine, I guess. Volt Switch. I just want to see if he's offensive or defensive before I go into Flareon and start dropping Flare Blitzes on some asses. Okay, everything checks out, looks like. So yeah, he's the max HP variant, it looks like. So we're going to go into Flareon. Thankfully, they made the timer like double. And it looks like the lag has kind of calmed down a little bit, so that's good too. But now, the Flare Blitz is really obvious, but can Magmortar take it anyway? I could just go for a Facade as well. Pretty sure that still kills. I'm going to go for a Facade. There's no way this Ludicolo is going to have speed investment. I'm pretty sure, so. Or physical defense investment for that matter. Because that Ice Beam did a lot to Assault Vest Tangrowth. So, yeah. He could also go into Golbat, though, is the thing. I don't think Golbat's going to appreciate a Facade either way, though. I don't know. This is a tricky little thing for him, because anytime... Oh yeah, it's lagging, buddy. I apologize to the viewers here, but there's not much I can do. It's just so laggy. Look at that. It takes like 10 seconds just to do that. Okay, whoa. It finally came back. Oh man, so laggy. Hopefully it's kind of fixed now. Let's see how long it takes just to send a simple... I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't think Showdown is very bandwidth intensive for the server they're on. But they always seem to have really bad lag issues. Because really they're just sending text informations, you know, that's all it is. But Golbat's dead, so that's awesome. If I get rocks up, they're there to stay, which is nice. Not to mention, anytime Flareon comes in, it's going to kill something, pretty much. Even if that something is Magmortar. It's probably his best play, though, is to go into Magmortar now. But I need to keep Flareon alive for these, Does Magmortar get Flash Fire? I don't know. Flareon ruins your team? Wow. That's a compliment. Too bad it dies in like 3 hits, but it's powerful. Yeah. Goes into Registeel? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Let's go to Smogon real quick. No, what the hell? What the hell's going on? There we go. Mag Mortar has Flame Body and not Flash Fire. So that's fine by me. I could go for a middle ground and go for a superpower, predicting Magmortar to come in. I think it'll still kill. And plus, it'll save me some recoil. So let's just go for it. Yeah, he's trying to switch around it and bait me into it, but nope. Oh my god, Flareon. You are a scary little asshole, you know that? Now, when I switch out of this, anything that comes in, that was a brave play. Because he should have went to Kangaskhan and just tried to kill me, you know? That'd have been the better play. But, God, Flareon, you are the man. You are the man. I know this is laggy as hell, but you are doing work. Alright, in comes Kangaskhan now. And now we can go into Hitmontop, I want to say, pretty easily, pretty handily. There's nothing that wants to really take a close combat from Hitmontop, so now that Golbat's out of the way, you know? He goes for Sucker Punch. He must be really slow. I predict he is slow. But I'm going to CC either way. One thing it really wants to take is probably Scavalier. And I don't think even he wants to really take it. Because, I mean, I'm not invested in attack or anything, but it's a freaking close combat. It's 180 power move. Probably Oko's Kangaskhan here. If not, almost Oko's. He does go into Scavalier, though. And this is a prime switch into Seismitoad. He could predict that, however, and go out into Ludicolo, which he kind of has to do to get any kind of momentum back, because Flareon just wrecked him, you know? Flareon just wrecked him. Not your rectum, but it wrecked him. It's a play on words. It's called a pun. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stop the timer. Yeah, I didn't even mean to. It's just like instinct to actually hit it, so I didn't mean to turn it on to this guy, because he's nice. He's a nice guy. So, I'm just windowing out and doing other things. Since it's lagging so bad. So, okay. So laggy, so laggy. He goes out in the Kangaskhan. Huh. That's fine by me. Now I get the close combat again. So, he doesn't get the attack drop, but I'm still defensive. It's so laggy though, man. It's gonna be impossible to play. Okay. But yeah, it's being too laggy, so I don't know when I can get finish this session for you guys, unfortunately. I don't know, man. It sucks. But I'm actually on my Twitter right now. It sucks, but you know, what can you do? Anyway, that's gonna be the game. I guess I'll finish this session. Man, I don't know what's going on with Showdown. The ladder was down for 2 days, and then there's this. I think they're getting DDoS, though, unfortunately. Of all the things to do in the world, I can't imagine DDoSing a Pokemon simulator is on the high list of priorities. But you know what? Never underestimate a basement dweller. So let's see. Amoongus is such a cunt. I'm gonna lead with Tornadus. He leads with Amoongus. And looking at it, nothing wants to take a Hurricane, looks like. So we're gonna Hurricane. Except Rhyperior, but I miss anyway. 70% accurate. My fucking dick. Rock Blast. Speaking of rocks, I can either get up my own, or I can go for a Scald or something. Or just double out in the Flareon. I'm gonna play it safe and go for a Scald. So he goes out into a Amoongus. Can I get a burn? I can. Nice. So now I know the difference between this and the Zoroark, at least. The Sleep Powder. I feel like Raikou is the least useful guy. It's because, you know, that thing's around. So let's go into Raikou now. He's just gonna Sludge Bomb. Well, I'm gonna HP Ice. If you want to stay in, you can. But you know. Just stay in and sleep me. I don't want to have to predict around your attacks. Please. Or do anything at all. Just fucking make a move. You're so slow. Why are you so slow? Why are people so slow? Are you calcing if Spore can hit? What can you be doing? There you go. Now, Sludge Bomb's probably incoming. But we can't really do anything about that now, can we? I'm gonna go into Tornadus. Hopefully that's the correct play. He goes out into Cabeleon. I naturally outspeed. So I want to go for a Heat Wave. Back out into Rhyperior, that's okay. I get the burn on Heat Wave. That's some horse shit and a half. But you know what? Happens to me all the time. I don't give a shit. If Amoongus comes in, I'm gonna go into Tangrowth. If Amoongus comes in, it comes in. But yeah. Something tells me this is not the real Amoongus. Will the real Amoongus please stand up? No matter what he wants to do, I think I can live it. I am Assault Vest, so we're gonna go straight for a Power Whip. He's gonna go into Xatu. That's interesting. I'm gonna knock off. Best play in the game, that. He must have been predicting that. Ooh, nice. A knock off his lefties. But I can go into Hitmontop pretty safely, I think. He's gonna go into his, or get his rocks up. I'm just gonna spin. I don't want those things up. As he close combats. Maybe predicted me to spin. I don't know. That's a brave man right there, though. now I want to go back into... I really want to go back out in the Tornadus. Or possibly even Tangrowth again. Let's go into Tornadus. I can't see him wanting the Iron Head. But he'll Volt Switch. Could have went into the other thing. The Toad. Yeah, this is not it's definitely not Amoonguss. On my tongue tied. I'm just gonna Air Slash him. Tornadus is very underwhelming. As soon as Rhyperior's out of the way, though, I guess it's not, but it'd be nice if it actually did something. His Cabaleon's the rocker, so I'm just gonna go into this. What's he gonna go into? Amoonguss. The real Amoonguss. The real Amoonguss is standing up. I could knock off or HP Fire. HP Fire won't do much, though. Sadly, this is the biggest threat on my team, or to my team. And, like, the Sludge Bomb will hurt like hell, but... Let's HP Fire and see how much it does. He goes into Cabaleon. That does a lot. Oh, nice. So, I did something right there. It would appear. Probably gonna get up rocks again and just die. I would imagine. I would imagine. I gotta say though, that burn on Rhyperior has definitely helped. So I'm glad I can get some hacks back. You know, so that's good. Running Hurricane's kind of my own fault if I miss, because it's such a shitty move. I need to just run something else, like a coverage move or something, or knockoff. Knockoff will probably be better. But if Hurricane hits, it's so devastating, you know. So it's like, whatever. Well, he has nothing to take. It's gonna Toxic me. He has nothing to take knockoffs now. As if he did in the first place. Amoonguss comes back in. That's not something I like to see. Since his rocker's dead, we go into Hitmontop. And we spin, just waste his time. I think I can live a Sludge Bomb. Should be able to live a Sludge Bomb. Stun Spore. And he missed. Don't know how much that really mattered. Because I'm just going to stay in here and Rapid Spin. I'm not going to attack you. Yeah, I don't care if you do that. I just pretty much need Hitmontop just for Sharpedo anyway. Raikou's still asleep. I guess I'll just stay in close combat. I don't really have a big use for this, and Amoonguss is incredibly fucking dangerous actually, so can't really do much against it, you know? So it might be better just to stay in and die. And then start going for Tornadus Air Slashes. I'm going to pretend like I predicted that, but in all actuality, I accidentally clicked it. I guess it worked out. Let's go for a Grass Knot. Kill it. That's all she wrote there. Is all she wrote. This might actually be a better set if I run Expert Belt, so people think I'm Specs. I might change that over just to see. Well, this is definitely not Amoonguss. The only real way I have to deal with Amoonguss aside from Flareon though is this. So I can come back in and Air Slash if I need to, unless he's gonna Sucker Punch me. I'm gonna go into Seismitoad since it is full health. He's just gonna Night Daze. That's definitely Specs. Or Life Orb, excuse me. Excuse me. Now I can't get my rocks up, unfortunately. But he went for a Night Daze, which makes me think he doesn't have Sucker Punch, but I could be entirely wrong there. So I could test for it. Let's test for it. Because if he does and I get an attack drop, that's good. I think I can live one. If he switches out, that's good too. But we gotta kind of play around Amoonguss and Zoroark. They're a little dangerous. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Don't know what he has to hit Hitmontop. He goes back out into Amoonguss. I just want to safe switch into that thing. Or possibly even Flareon, and I'm fine. Tangrowth's still of use because I might need it to check Sharpedo. Raikou is of no use, really. Unless it wants to wake up this turn. But, you know, he's going to go into Sharpedo right now. I'm going to go into Tangrowth. I suppose. Since I can take like anything he wants to do. Does a lot of damage though. Might as well just knock off predicting Amoonguss so I can get rid of those ugly leftovers. They're so annoying. You're so annoying. Go away. Your mother sucks cocks in hell. Just back out into Sharpedo. I'm gonna go back out into Tangrowth. Could be a banded Sharpedo. Can't see him going for a water move this time, actually. Let's go into... I want to go into Hitmontop. Or Tangrowth. I feel like Hitmontop's a little bit more important to check the Sucker Punch on Zoroark. And hopefully... Oh, well, it doesn't matter. He's going to Aqua Jet. Okay. I really don't see an item. I want to say he's either Weakness Policy, Endure, which could be a thing. I'm going to go for Hidden Power Fire just to see, because I can take one hit if I need to. And I don't want to get swept by a Weakness Policy Sharpedo today, so I'm just going to go out into Raikou, sack it. So I can get a safe switch in. Oh, thank you. Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend. If I can wake up this turn and get a Volt Switch off, that'd be dandy. Actually, I just want a Thunderbolt. Just in case. I'm still asleep. But he has no lefties anymore. He's not going to be gaining that much back. And it looks like Flareon comes in and shits on a lot of things. Can't see Sharpedo taking it. But Flareon comes in, it looks like he cleans up. He won't be expecting the quick attack on his Zoroark either, although I don't think it's low enough health to die. So, he's just gonna let it die. Okay. Why is there a freaking fighter jet going by? Can you guys hear that? Okay. He's probably going to crunch this time. Can't see him going for a water move, although he may. because he's that desperate. We'll go into Tangrowth either way. He does go for a water move. Okay. I could go for a Power Whip and just like kill him. Or I could be really safe and go for an Earthquake. I'm going to go for an Earthquake. Don't want to heal this thing up. I kind of do. Perfect. Now I can heal up a decent amount. Just go for a close combat. Hope to God. Hope to God I don't get full paralyzed. I've hacked this guy a little bit this game, so it's possible. It's very possible. Just for a Focus Blast. No para, no para. Sweet. Okay. I think that's a game. Unless something weird happens. Which could happen. He could just go for Aqua Jet. He's going to go for a Crunch. Alright, that's okay, because I can go into Flareon. Quick Attack for the win. That's why Quick Attack is better, in this instance at least, than Flame Charge, because you're not alive long enough to really benefit from Flame Charge. So, Strange Cloud was 1500 on the ladder. Holy shit. Wow. That's crazy. Huh. I want to see where he was loaded at. Or ranked at. Okay, maybe I don't want to. Okay, yeah, there we go. 1500. He was top 50. Nice. Kind of feel bad for burning his Rhyperior, because that was a pretty big game changer there, you know? I didn't have a really easy way to get by it otherwise.